All right, everybody, welcome to the Cleaner Cast, episode 2. We're going to have Brad from Black Rhino Car Care on as he joins the chat here. We're not only going to be talking about their products, but we're going to be talking about what they do different. They do a lot of things different, do a lot of charity work, and giving back to their consumer base. So we're going to get into that. We're also going to have our pal, Bucky VW, join us. He's going to be the moderator for the chat today. So he'll be joining us in just a second. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Bucky on. Let's see here.
Hey.
There he is. Mr. Alex. What is your last name? Apparently, we've been saying it wrong for quite some time. So, what is the conspiracy on this? Dewar? Mr. Alex Dewar.
That's okay.
You let me go a whole week of live shows calling you the wrong last name.
I'm kind of used to it. Yeah, it was someone from the UK actually called it out on, I think, the Facebook group or something. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll. Because I'm like, sure, there's going to be a bunch of questions answered, or asked, I should say.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say it. So, yeah. So, we got a bunch of people rolling in the chat.
Yep.
Got Ryan here. I see.
Yes. So, Alex is going to be moderating our chat. If you weren't here for the episode 1, we're going to keep the questions to the end of the show, where we will have a Q&A portion. So try and hold your questions, but if someone jumps in, not knowing that, you can go ahead and read something. Maybe they won't stay for the whole show or something. Just, I got to bring you on because I can't focus on chat and then focus on what questions they ask. That's just too much for me. So that's why I had to bring you on as the moderator.
I'll note down any questions that were asked before, and I'll mark them down, and then we'll have those ready to go because some people will get antsy and get asking.
Yeah. And if one's pretty timely, you can go ahead and say it. But let's try and hold all the questions to the end, to the Q&A portion. And let's go ahead and welcome our pal, Brad, from Black Rhino Shine and get this thing started. He's coming in.
Oh, there we go. It's a great looking box.
Well, there's something.
Let's see. Can we switch it around?
There we are.
Yeah, switch it around.
There we go.
There we go, everybody.
There's always got to be a hiccup somewhere.
Always. Episode 1, we had like a fire drill going on in a stoner car care, so it's no problem. I had to restart the whole show on the first episode, so backwards camera, easy fix. So we can keep going with that. So, Brad,
you might hear my grandkids in the background.
No, that ain't no problem. You probably hear some of my children running around here shortly. Brad, Black Rhino is a Missouri company. Can you tell us a little bit about your position with Black Rhino Car Care and kind of how it came about?
Well, it's just me. It's a very small company.
Extremely small.
I do the packaging, the mixing, the packaging, shipping, all that good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, there were products out there. I got tired of using crappy products. Thought maybe I could do a little bit better. Set out to do the best I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading here. You pretty much got tired of the market, the cheap products from China, so you took it into your own hands, started making easier to use ceramics that are also tough, which is why you named the company Black Rhino Car Care.
Oh yeah. You can't get much tougher than a Black Rhino. So
that's
not necessarily my company, just in general.
Right. I can't believe you're a one-man crew, huh?
Right now, I'd like to get bigger and hire more people, and just slowly grow. I don't want to get. I wouldn't say I wouldn't want to get big, but I don't want to get too big too fast. Some of those people, some of those people, the money kind of goes to their head. Yeah.
Right. Definitely. You see a lot of them on the old TikTok. We won't say no names.
Oh yeah.
But yes. So small batch. What kind of does small batch mean? Well, we know now it's just you, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just me.
Papa asked you, are you mixing them in your bathtub or what?
Yeah, no bathtub, but around 15 to 20 gallon batches at a time. So keep it pretty small. That way, if there's any problems, I can track down what batch it came from easily. And that way, if I do have to pitch something, I don't have to trash that much. So
yeah, that's
every
really
now
cool.
and then a problem will come up. So
Right. That is just fascinating. Anyway, let's get into some of the good stuff the company does, like donating to cancer patients. You do a lot of giving back with Black Rhino Car Care. And I know this kind of came about because your dad passed away in February of 2021. So
yes.
when starting the company, this was one thing you really wanted to do?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like I say, he was never-ending hospital visits. So I know how the bills pile up. And even if you're not staying at the hospital, like if you're at the hotel or something, you got back and forth. So yeah, hotel bills, gas bills, it all adds up.
Yes, and even if it wasn't as much as you, but you give $5,000. But that helps morale. That helps everything. It's a really trying time for a lot of people, and almost everybody's affected by someone having cancer. So that's a really awesome
there's
thing.
nobody out there that
that isn't affected. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody out there that hasn't touched. So.
No, but so you have like a designated fund that kind of builds up, then y'all do the donation?
Yes, yeah. On the website, like I said, if you're when you're checking out, you can donate if you'd like, and we just kind of pull it all together, and I add to that, like I match whatever gets donated, and then whenever we get to the 5,000, we donate it to a certain to a patient.
Yeah. So yeah, donation button on the website. So if you go to check out,
it'll just say tip. The tip's not for me. It's for the fund.
Well, there you go. If you go to buy something from Black Rhino, make sure you leave a little tip. And after that, that's not all you do. You give back to one lucky customer monthly, receives 10% earnings.
Yeah, we do a couple things. Like I say, one a month gets the 10% of whatever we make. Every 50th order, I ship out completely free.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, I knew it was something extra there.
Yeah,
so
we try to give back.
Free.
We try to give back as much as we can.
Yeah, go find another company that does that. So that's still going good for you?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I'm not rolling in dough yet. I can't retire yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we don't want you to be in the bind, but that's pretty incredible stuff you're doing here with 10% of total sales. So how do you pick a winner with that? You just randomize all the order forms?
Yeah, it's just random. I have on my computer. I've got a random number picker and then a random name. So it depends on what kind of deal I got going. I'll either go by name or by number. But we've got a couple other promotions going too. So.
So let's get into the win. You could win a stake in Black Rhino. Buy a coating, become a partner. So winning a stake in the company. So I think it's going to be 3 customers win a 5% stake.
Yes. Yeah. At the end of that 25,000, like I said, 3 customers will be drawn at random and get a 5% stake in the company. We also have, not everybody needs a coating right now, or they're not interested in one, but if they will help us talk about, share or any posts we make, they'll also be entered to win what did I say last time? It was 5 people will win. See if I get my numbers right. 5 people will win $10,000, and 10 people will win $1,000.
Crazy.
Goodness. There you go. Go buy a coating or share or like a post. So
yeah, and all the products are guaranteed, so you really got nothing to lose anyway. So, if you buy it, if you don't like it, if it's not what we say it is, or if you just don't like it, give us a call, send it back. We'll give you your money back.
Very cool.
There you go. And you'll be talking straight to Brad, one-man operation. So very cool.
Oh yeah.
So winning a stake in the company.
If you message me on whether it's email or on social media, you're talking to me. There's no secretaries or anything like that.
Yeah. So let's say I win this 5% stake in Black Rhino. I'm not a Wall Street kind of guy or nothing like that, and I don't really understand that. So am I expected to show up to the Black Rhino facility and sweep some floors or something?
Oh no. It'll be a silent partnership. But no, we would just you wouldn't be obligated to do anything, but hopefully, since you would have a small stake in the company, you would want to help us spread the word as much as possible, because the more we make, the more you would make. So,
yep.
So no obligations, but we would hope you would help out.
For sure. And there you go. I mean, just doing all kind of cool stuff. Go find another company that's doing all this kind of stuff. You're going to be hard pressed to find one. But so, is there an update on what bottle number we're on? Are we getting close or what?
On
the 25,000 bottles sold.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not in my house, so I can't get on the computer to look at anything. I thought you meant on the 50th, like to give the free one away.
No, I mean the big one.
Yeah.
But yep. All right.
Yeah, and that I obviously have no control over. It might be a few months from now. It could be a couple of years. That all depends on customers, obviously.
Yep.
I would love it. I would love it to be like 2 months from now, but I can't tell you when it will be.
After this show, there'll be a big spike. So
I hope so. Yeah. And then when we're done with that one, we'll think of something else. So.
Yeah. Very cool. So it's not ending just at 25,000. You're gonna come up with something.
We'll figure something out. I mean, we can't give the whole company away, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Don't want to do that. But all right, now I just wanted to highlight, the good stuff you're doing, the much different stuff that you're kind of doing with the company. I thought it was really cool. Really wanted to talk to you about it. And now we can get into some products. Alex, you got any questions?
I think it's you're certainly setting yourself apart with kind of giving recommendations, especially when you're small. Yourself apart. I know a lot of companies that do that. It's good and sorry,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think it's.
Yeah, it couldn't possibly be our product. You must have done something wrong. So we're not giving you your money back.
It's to see small companies succeed, and I hope everything will so far.
Yeah. Keep you on your toes.
Oh, I think we're having some audio problems. I can hear you loud and clear on my side, though. So I don't know what's going on there. But, yeah, that's why I wanted to have Black Rhino Car Care on to highlight all this good stuff. And, they're such a small company, one-man show. I wanted to highlight the brand and help spread the word so everybody can join in on all the fun. But, Brad, what was kind of the first product you came out with? Was it the Black Rhino coating?
Black Rhino, but it was a different version. It was actually a water-based, kind of like just a sealant. But then I had some issues with that, so I switched over to actual ceramic coatings, and I used the name. So, but we've only got a few coatings right now, but we're working on more, and we're actually working on making all of them super hydrophobic, hopefully, instead of just hydrophobic, and see how that goes.
Yep.
Somebody asked me the other day. Somebody asked me the other day, well, what's the difference between hydrophobic and super hydrophobic? And well, for super, you have to be, your contact angle has to be 150 degrees or more, and a slide off has to be less than 5%, or your slide angle. So we're working on it.
Yeah, 100.
If you get
50, you don't see too many coatings with that angle on them.
Yeah, if you get to that, it doesn't matter if you like beaters or sheeters, because the water just flies off. So
there you go. I'm very interested in that. So on the website, it seems like you got 4 products listed: Boost, Black Rhino, Graph X, and Blackout, which is the new product.
yes.
I did see you're constantly working on newer products, though, because I saw Chelsea from Attention to Details had a new product. I don't know what it was called, but she was playing with something on there.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm not sure which one she's
been working on. I think it's a new spray coating.
Oh, I think she had the old version. It's Speed Slick,
Boost.
But it's now called Boost. Yeah, it's now called Boost.
Okay, that was it. It was Speed Slick. Yep, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So Boost is the topper, I would assume.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily use it as a topper for our other coatings, because it's basically a light version of the others. So I mean, if you spray it on top, you're just basically getting the same thing. You're not getting any added features. I'd use it more for maintenance, but you can use it as topper for other coatings, depending on what kind of coatings you've got. And then, like I said, or you can use it as a standalone if you don't want to purchase the other coating.
Right, and Boost is it says dual ceramic polysiloxane base. What does the dual ceramic mean?
Polysiloxane and then PDMS.
Interesting.
Which PDMS is silicone fluid, which is what most of your ceramic coatings out there are based on. So whether they say silicone or not, that's what PDMS is.
Right. And the core shell nanoparticle technology is, I think you said it was Teflon or something?
Yeah, that's basically a silica particle wrapped in Teflon. So.
Interesting. So, I haven't heard too much of that going on. So you have basically ceramic, graphene, and Teflon all wrapped into all these products.
Yeah. Yes. So we're trying to think out of the box a little bit.
Definitely. Yes. And that goes with a Graph X too. All of them are kind of the same ceramic graphene.
The Boost is the only one that has the particles in it. The Graph X and Black Rhino are strictly polysiloxane.
Okay.
So the Boost is a little bit different. So I mean, you could use it as a topper, but you're not gonna spray it on there and be like totally different product.
Mm-hmm. So what's the difference between the Black Rhino coating and the Graph X coating?
Black Rhino is 94% polysiloxane. It's pretty strong stuff. I wouldn't suggest taking a big whiff of it because it's got a huge ammonia smell. That's just the way polysiloxanes are made. And then the Black Rhino, like I said, is a light version of the Graph X.
Okay.
So then, and like you said, the Boost is also a light version of Graph X, but it's got other stuff mixed in with it.
Interesting. The Boost is basically a standalone spray coating.
Yes.
Okay. Very interesting. Like I said, I haven't got a chance to play around with all the products. Been a little busy, but I'm working on it. Well, definitely interested in checking these out. But so the coatings are both contain graphene with the ceramic, or is just graphics graphene?
No, they've all got they've all got graphene.
Okay.
We don't go as far as calling them like a straight graphene coating or anything like that,
Graphene
but they've
coating.
all been they're all enhanced with the graphene or infused, however you want to say it.
Right. So that's what I was kind of getting at, was all your products kind of have this graphene in it. So you're a believer in the graphene technology?
I believe it enhances the coating you already have. I'm not so much a believer in pure graphene.
Pushing it.
I know some coatings out there say that they're pure graphene. That's totally different. But at over $200 a gram, not too many people could afford a pure graphene coating. So.
Correct. But there are benefits to the graphene. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Graphene will enhance and strengthen just about any polymer you add it to.
Okay. That's the information we need to know, because there's a lot of detailers that still do not believe in the graphene, hype train. And there's, of course, been companies that, push the narrative of it's the strongest thing in the universe, this or that. Yeah. So when I get someone on, your whole product line has a little sprinkle of it in there. I want to get you to talk about it as much as possible.
Yeah. Graphene on its own in a single layer is hydrophilic, so it wouldn't make a great coating. It's not hydrophobic like you want in a coating. So.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So is there anything you want to add to the coating portion before we get into the new product of Blackout?
Not that I can think of, other than we're constantly working on. We've got about 15 products right now we're testing. I'm actually putting them on my own vehicle for testing, because I wouldn't ask anybody to buy something that I'm not willing to test and use on my own vehicle. So
yeah,
we got.
Oh no,
like I said, we're working on.
So your bottles. I get a lot of comments like, are you about to review vape juice or something? Like, what's up with the bottles?
We just want something different. I know a lot of people they'll take the cap and they'll use the little eyedroppers. Mm-hmm. I think that's annoying, and it just seems like I don't know. That was just easy. I mean, you take the cap off, spray what you need, put the cap back on.
There you go.
No need for the eyedroppers or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Good. And they're plastic, so if you drop it, you're not gonna
the
whole coating.
Yeah, if you drop it, you don't have to worry about it shattering.
Yeah, I think that's a big thumbs up. But so and
not saying it can't crack, but it's not as likely as a glass bottle to shatter. So.
Oh, you're guaranteed. If you tip over that glass bottle a little too hard, it's gone. But so a year from now, like, the plastic's not gonna like disintegrate on me or nothing?
No, it shouldn't. If it does, I've got some pretty strong stuff.
Yeah. Well, that graphics supposed to be some pretty bad stuff from what I'm hearing. So, what's the ratings on them? We'll start Boost, Black Rhino graphics. What are your durability ratings?
You can probably hear my grandkids in the back.
Fine.
Boost is between 8 months and a year. Like I said, everything depends on how you take care of it and how you maintain everything. Black Rhino is somewhere between 2 and 3 years, and Graphics is 5. Yeah.
Nice.
And we don't go for the 10 to 15 year coating. You see some people pushing.
Right, and you'll see 10 years, and then you'll also read in the description down below. It takes 4 to 5 layers of product.
Yeah.
So these are one layer, right?
4 to 5 layers. Plus, you need to wash it 2 or 3 times a month and maintain with our spray and
don't expose it to any weather.
Yeah. Don't drive it. Yeah. But all right, let's get into the brand new product, Blackout. The best black or your money back, guaranteed. So What I noticed about this is it's not a dye. There's no black stuff floating around.
Nope, no dyes.
So it's so it's different from solution finish. So is this ceramic base? What do we got going on here?
That is just a ceramic infused polymer. No silicones, no dyes, nothing like that. Very little solvent. And actually, there's no coloring in there too. That green color you see is just a reaction between the chemicals. They all start out either clear or tan. When we mix them, they turn green.
Right. So he sent me some applicators. So just a little dab will do your product?
Oh, yeah. A little bit on that applicator, you can probably do your whole car.
Mm-hmm. So this bottle.
I think you said you saw the video.
Many cars. Yeah, I've
watched tons of
videos
cars.
of it in action. Yeah. So
yeah, and Big Red did some. He said he did like 4 tires and a ton of trim, and he only used like that much out of the bottle. So it goes a long way.
Yeah. And I did see he used it
it's
on
not
tires.
Made. Yeah, it's not specifically made for tires, but you can use it. It's not going to give you a wet, greasy look like a lot of dressings do.
Yeah.
They give you more of a satin or maybe a factory, like a new tire.
Yeah, that's what it's matte or satin around here, no gloss.
Yeah, I don't like the slimy, greasy look.
Nope.
I think it kind of makes the detail look cheap whenever it just looks like they put Crisco on the tires.
Yeah, and then you got the Crisco down the sides of the vehicle as well, usually what accompanies that. But yes, very interesting product. Definitely can't wait to try this one out. Yeah, Alex, you got any questions about the products?
Unopened should be good for up to a year as long as it's in like stored in a cool environment, not anywhere hot. Don't put it next to your furnace or anything. Once it's open, you got a couple months. But if you're not going to use it right away, obviously I would order the smaller bottles because we come in 2 or 4 ounce. If you're not going to use it 4 ounce right after you open it, I would get the 2 ounce. But yeah, after you open it,
coating practice. Yeah. Pretty standard.
No sense in ordering more than you really need.
Nope. Don't be like me. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to get at with a year from now, my bottle's not going to explode or something, is it?
No, it shouldn't explode. And if there's ever any problems with any of the coatings, if you do see something like it start to harden, as long as you haven't had it on your shelf for 3 years or something like that, give us a call. We'll replace it.
There you go.
So far, the only problems we've had is we've had a little bit of settling problems with the graphene. Mm-hmm. It's nothing that affected the performance of the coating. It just didn't look good in the bottle. Mm-hmm. So I contacted the people that I knew had the batch that affected, and I sent them all a new bottle, so we're good to go.
Interesting.
Reach out before there's a problem. And like you said, it didn't affect the performance. It just didn't look good in the bottle.
Right. I see some people can't hear Alex, but we can hear you loud and clear, so you might have to catch the replay to hear Alex's questions. Yeah. All right. So we talked about all the products pretty much. That's all the coating. That's all the products right now, right? 4 kind of mainstays.
Yeah, we're working on a few more. But the blackout, we're actually working. The blackout, we're working on a pigmented version for the people who need something a little darker, because it's called blackout, but it's not necessarily going to give you pitch black. If you have gray, it can give you darker gray. If you have black, it'll be darker black. But yeah, for some people, or for plastic that's like really faded or stained, you need something with a little hiding power.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're working on a pigmented version, so we'll see how that. Hopefully that'll be ready soon.
Yes, so there's definitely some bad trim out there that needs that extra pigment in it. That's why I was very interested in the way it looked when it first showed up. I was like, interesting. Thought it may have just been ceramic based or something.
Yeah, I know some people might think that's expensive because it's $45 for that bottle, but that bottle will do a ton of cars.
Yeah, like you said, it's a big bottle and a little dab of
I've seen coatings out there you get like an ounce or a half an ounce for $50-$60.
Oh yeah,
Well, I saw one earlier today. It's $179 for I think it was 50 mil.
Yeah,
and I think that was just crazy.
Yeah. I have a couple of those bottles in my cabinet right now, so maybe we'll test it out side by side and see what happens.
There you go.
But any teasers for future products?
No, we're working on. We got like tire dressings. No sling. We don't want anything that like the other ones we talked about.
Yep.
Just working on soaps and waxes. Like I said, hopefully we're getting a super hydrophobic wax out soon too. We're working on that. So just
nice.
the typical stuff, waxes, soaps, all kinds of interior cleaners.
Yeah, I like this super hydrophobic kind of tagline you're adding to this. There's a bunch of talk for years now, sheeting versus beading. Which one's better? Well, if it's super hydrophobic and nothing's left on the panel, kind of solves that problem, don't it? Yeah. So I look forward to trying out some super hydrophobic coatings and sprays and all that.
We're working on that. Like I said, to be considered super hydrophobic, you have to have 150 contact angle and less than 5 degrees of slide. So it's not the easiest thing to do.
No, I don't.
Well, it's easy. It's easy to make the coating, but it's not necessarily easiest to make the coating that you can use on a vehicle. I mean, I've got the coatings, but making them last long on a panel is a different story.
Right. Yeah, 150 contact angle is not something you hear at the moment. I don't think. I can't think of a coating with a boasting that high of a contact angle at the moment. So that would definitely be pretty cool to see if you could pull that one off and get it out on the market.
I showed Big Red the other day. I showed him the coating, and he was like, "Oh crap!" So he's liking it.
Yeah, I smell a
lot.
Well,
I showed him what I'm working on. I didn't show him like on a vehicle.
Yeah, you can get that done. I smell a lot of TikTok views with that coating coming soon. But so 5-year plan of Black Rhino Shine. Can you give us a breakdown of what you see in 5 years?
Let's see. People ask me if I'm going to sell on Amazon or anything like that. I don't want to mess with that because it's just, I think they want too big a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Even to get on, like, to sell on Facebook or anything like that, you have to give them permission to change your prices, alter your website. Like, no, I can do without that buy now button on Facebook. But yeah, I'd like to, get big enough to where I could hire a few people, get some more family involved.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would like to be able to make more of the product, like the packaging products that we use, like bottles, labels, stuff like that. I used to work at a blow molding company, so we made stuff like that. So I would love to be able to just have our own division that made our own bottles and just keep it as much as possible in the house and in the community.
Yeah, I love the outside the box thinking. You already have different bottles, like we said. Get a bunch of vape juice comments on the bottles, but this and that, and the super hydrophobics. I love small batch. You're a one-man show. I mean, I'm loving everything about it. I think it's pretty cool. Just your one website, and we'll steer people your direction and get the name out.
Awesome.
For you.
Yeah, I try to make as much of my own products as possible. I mean, I don't want to be just a reseller and put my sticker on somebody else's product. I mean, obviously I have to order the raw materials, but I do the mixing myself, and I don't want to just order something and stick another label on it.
Yeah, that's really cool. So that's about all I got on my little script. So I guess we can open it up to the Q&A now. anybody out there, if you got questions, go ahead and start sending them on. Alex, you have anything extra you want to add? Okay. Got some lined up. There you go.
You can use it on matte. It may add a little bit of a sheen, but it'll work on matte, which a lot of coatings, same thing. It may add a little bit of a sheen to it. Just test in a small spot to make sure you're comfortable or make sure you're happy with the way it's going to look.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's that way with any coating or any surface. Test it first to make sure it's going to work on your car.
Yeah.
Because the polysiloxanes, like the graphics, they're pretty strong. The only problems we've ever had with that are and we have on our website not to use it on polycarbonate or acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Lexan and Windows, if somebody's got that. So,
all right, Alex.
we've only had a couple issues with that.
So, I'll try and read the live questions as we go, so they can hear it. Whitebeard Detail says, why not work with the makes of P&S like Matt from Obsessed Garage did? I'm not really sure what the question is.
If you meant why not work with other companies, like I said, I want to sell my own products. I don't want to just relabel somebody else's. I'm not saying I will never do that. I mean, if I can't make a better product, I will maybe add theirs to my lineup.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to try. Like if I had a compound, I'm going to try to make a better compound first. If I can't make it better, then I will add them to my lineup.
Right. All right. We got any more coming through? All we hear is can't hear Alex. No audio from Alex. But we're at the end here, guys. If
I hear him fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I hear you just fine. Yep, but we're at the end here anyway. So anybody got any last minute questions? Or Alex, do you have another one that you wanted to ask or anything? Oh, yeah.
I have both Black Rhino Shine on Instagram, and it's just Black Rhino on Facebook. And then there's a YouTube, but I've only got a few followers now and only like 2 or 3 videos. So I need to work on more videos. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just realizing there's a questions tab that you can drop questions and it saves it. I did not know that was a feature. So in future videos, yeah, I've never seen that before. But yep, follow Brad at Black Rhino Shine, like you just said. You can see them at see their products on blackrhinoshine.com, and go check out the coatings. Go check out the spray coating boost and the new Trim Restore Blackout. Very cool products. Small batch, USA made, Missouri company. Brad is the one-man show, so definitely go check it out. Support. Have your chance to win a stake in the company. Every 50th order is free. And what was the other thing? Once a month, someone wins 10% of the company's earnings.
Yes. And then all products are guaranteed. So if you get it and you just don't love it, we'll give you either give you your money back or give you another product. It's up to you.
Yeah.
So, absolutely no risk.
Yep. Humberto, we asked your questions. You had to catch the replay, my man. But he said yes, they will work on matte paint, just test in a small area, and shouldn't have no problems. But it might increase the sheen a bit. All right, everybody. Well, that's about it. Brad, you got anything? Final statements or anything?
No, I think we pretty much covered it all. Thank you all for having me, though.
Oh yeah, see, we get in, we get out, ask the good stuff, call it a day.
Quick, easy, and painless.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, driving to your son's house. You live in the country,
Yeah,
apparently.
like I say, I'm sorry about the lighting and everything. It's not exactly the best setup.
Yep. I'm just in the garage, Alex hanging out in his domain. So it's all good. It's all good. So
All right.
follow Alex at Bucky VW, Brad at Black Rhino Shine. Oops. Me at Jamie the Cleaner. And we'll catch you next week. We'll have Phoenix EOD. Aaron from Phoenix EOD will be on. And Bucky will join me again. Brad, thanks for coming on. We will holler at you down the road.
Thank you for having me. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too. Everybody else, thanks for coming. Talk to you gentlemen later. Bye-bye.